Hello again, everyone. Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back again to the Sunless Sea. Now, between last time and this time, I did a couple quick things. One thing I did was I slept so that we got the restful nights back, and our terror went down a little bit. And I also went to the shops and bought a little bit of prisoner's honey, because I think we're going to probably need some. Because my plan for the next mission here so far, if we take a look at our map, the plan is to go down to the other shroom and pick up a bunch of Blemmigans, go down to Carnelian and pick up a bunch more sapphires, and then basically just make our way back up. So it's going to be a very short little trip this time that should help us work towards the Merchant Venturer, getting us some of our money back, and also should help us by giving us the Blemmigans that we need to propagate around the world so that we can make them happy so we can get whatever reward they're going to give us when we propagate enough Blemmigans. So, I think for now, we're going to quickly investigate, though, what is in the Forgotten Quarter. No one visits the Forgotten Quarter of Fallen anymore. No one remembers why, except archaeologists, treasure hunters, and magicians who's lost their hands to imaginary serpents. "The world is thin there," the magician once told us. "It's closer to the place behind mirrors, to Parabola." We can open the way to the Forgotten Quarter. "My revenge waits for me there. I'll need honey to navigate the dreams. Can you, lend me a barrel of the stuff and help me with the dreaming? I'll show my gratitude when the time comes." 30% chance of success, and it turns out we need prisoner's honey for this anyway, so I guess I'll have to go buy some more afterwards, but whatever. Let's give it a try. Maybe we'll get lucky. Bam! We succeeded. Wow, that was lucky. A road of roses. Prisoner's honey transports the dreamer's body as well as mind. We walk beside the magician, along a path lined with watchful black roses. "The roser's built this way," he says. "Another of Parabola's servant peoples. It pleases me to use it against the kings of that place. Look, the light, up ahead. When we wake, we'll know the way to the quarter." Alright, we've gained 20 fragments and succeeded in the mirrors challenge. We've lost 1 firkin of prisoner's honey. We can... Oh, interesting. We can obtain an eyeless skull from a forgetful archaeologist. What? Who? Take it. 1 secret, and it's yours, isn't it? The skull is tainted with Irigo radiation, which will damage our primary abilities. Ooh, I don't like that. Costs a secret, but that is not a good thing. Okay, well, let's talk to the genial magician and see what his plan actually is. A prison for serpents. "My enemy," he explains, "roams the mirror marches at the edges of Parabola." He taps the wooden statue. "I have baited this image with a sense of life. My enemy will enter and be ensnared, and then we can put its power to use, you and I." He frowns. "There is a possibility it will enter me instead. Quite a real possibility. Should that occur, I trust you will murder my stolen body and fling it in the sea." Okay, that's a problem. That's a problem there. So, oh, are you kidding me? It needs Scintillac. Oh. Ugh. Alright. If we give him what he needs to complete his plan, which is 3 secrets and a Scintillac, he says, "Where I go alone. But I must ask your help. I know you've already been a good friend to me, but this will be the last thing I ever ask of you. Perhaps not quite the last thing. If something else comes back wearing my body, you will see me drowned, yes? Please." Well, we'll consider that for sure. We'll come back with some Scintillac, maybe. For now, this is not the time, so we'll leave the Forgotten Quarter and come back to you. Actually, while we're still here, let's buy 1 more of our firkins of prisoner's honey. There we go. And we'll set sail once again. So, that was interesting. Unfortunate that I just sold all of my Scintillac, and we had 7 just a minute ago, and I didn't really need to sell all of them. Had I known, we would have saved it, but that's what I get for trying to hold off the new content for a start of a new episode rather than sticking at the end of another one. The price we have to pay for experimentation. Alright, let's turn the lights on. We're probably going to have to spend a lot of money on replenishing our... Hello. Replenishing our fuel after this expedition because of the fact that there's a good chance we will not be visiting too many different places. But hopefully the cost isn't too high. And thankfully we'll be able to zip along at a much better pace. Let's dissect it for knowledge. There we go. We've gained one fragment. We've seen that message a bunch of times, though, so I'm not going to bother with it now. We're just going to move on. Hello, another auroral megalops. Alright. Are you going to attack me? No, you're not. You might think you were going to, but that's not how it's going to work out. Alright, we're going to butcher you for supplies. We've lost 18 hunger. Delicious. Let's make our way quickly over to Quaker's Haven, and then we'll set sail down for the south where we're actually headed. There we go. We'll dock here quickly. Quaker's Haven. We can chat to the fisherman here, get our port report. And let's visit the hilltop above town. No, let's explore the shore this time. A glittering eye. We turn, and there's a long, lank, brown man at our shoulder. Listen, he says. I have a story for you. Let's turn the situation around. No, I have stories for you. It's just the Z story I don't like spending, but we're going to do it anyway. He has experienced horror and wonder, but so have we, and our tale is so much the fresher. We wrestle with each other's histories until at last he concedes. Here, he says, this is where it all began, with the astronomer and the ephemerides. I don't know about that one, but he whispers in our ear. We've gained 50 fragments, lost 2 terror, lost a Z story and a tale of terror, but we'll make do. Hopefully we'll be able to recover more tales of terror before too long. Or rather, Z stories before too long. We'll be able to make do. For now, though, it's a long way down to Demo Island, where I think we'll stop in. Because if we head down to Demo Island, we can go Uttershroom next, then Port Carnelian, then work our way back up this side. Probably stop in at the Grand Geode first, but we'll see. For now, we sail down to Demo Island. Hopefully, there'll be some other things for us to keep ourselves interested with along the way. Things for us to fight. Hello there. Speak of the devil. A pirate steam pinnace. You're not going to last very long, are you? Nope. The memento mori makes short work of you indeed. There's another big crab up there, but I don't want to go back in that direction right now. We'll loot and scutter this little pinnace, and what do we find inside? A stout crate. Inside which we find 2 fuel. Well, that's a nice little recuperation of costs there. We will take it. There's Pure Wall Point. And we'll keep heading down to Demo Island. Okay. Something awaits us at port again, which is always good. We are quite speedy now. It's very nice. I'm so used to being so much slower. I bet you if we went to a really light ship, we'd just zip around. Oh, we just ate before we got there. That's too bad. We won't get the benefit of the meal then. Oh well. We'll dock in the Iron and Misery Company funging station. And we'll probably take tea with the factor here, I think. Compile a port report. You know what? Since we've already just eaten, it doesn't make much sense for us to eat here now. Why is the bandage poissonnier related to all of this? I don't know. Let's explore Demo Island, though. See what happens here. Oh, hello. It's the little things. The click of a sliding stone where there should be silence. A motion in the shadows as if they were thick-stirred like ink. A lull in the cries of the Z-Bats. Something is watching us. Drawing closer, hour by hour. We and our crew draw back to back, watching the darkness. Let's try something silly. Let's try and capture it alive. Terrible odds. We're doing it anyway. Nope. Not this time. We stalk it through the darkness, directing our crew to set up blinds and baffles and spikes and snares. It doesn't go well. One of our sailors steps into her own pit trap, and another backs off the cliff, trying to do something elaborate with a rope. We see nothing more of the beast, but our wretched crew is proving to be more of a danger anyway. Back to the ship. We lost 2 crew, gained 5 terror, and failed in our challenge, but I'm not really surprised. If we had passed the challenge, that would have been the bigger surprise. Especially given that we're not particularly well equipped for that challenge, with only a 16% chance of success. It can happen, though. Just because the odds are low doesn't mean it's impossible. Down we go, though. Down we go to the other shroom, where we should be able to trade in for 4 Blemmigans and 4 supplies, which should be quite nice. And who knows, maybe we'll even get a little reward here for having helped propagate more Blemmigans. Not entirely sure where I want to send the other ones we have left, but I'm sure we'll find good places for them. We'll dock here, the other shroom. We climb to the top, we'll gather intelligence, and we'll make some trades. Trade honey for supplies and Blemmigan. There we go. How much hold space do I have right now? I have enough. Okay. There we go. Get some more Blemmigan. I hope having lots of Blemmigan on board the ship isn't a problem. I've got 4 Blemmigan now. Whatever. It actually makes it a fairly reasonable trade, because the supplies they give you cost 20 echoes to buy, and the firkins of prisoners' honey only cost 25. So you get a Blemmigan for 5 echoes, effectively. Anyway, down we go. There's more to be done. We're down to Port Carnelian next. Let's see if anything's going to fight us on the way down there. We should be safe to explore down that far. Generally, it's been pretty quiet down here in the south, but we'll see. If we run into any blue prophets, we'll have to quickly reevaluate things. That's a Connet War Trimaran. No! Keep moving. Keep moving. Thankfully, they banged into that mushroom, so they can't chase us right now. I like fighting things. I don't really want to fight any of the Connet right now, though. We'll go around Rainer's Vortex. There's a good chance there's going to be a wax storm down here. Hello, Behemostache. I'll fight you. You're probably not going to be too happy about it, but I'll fight you. Alright. Let's take him down here. He went underwater. And he's down. Alright, let's get down there and investigate this Behemostache. What do you have for me? Let's dig around in its innards and see if we can find anything fun. We have an unprepossessing mass. A tin can? Ah, did we just find another live specimen? We did! Very nice. This sizable can once held a significant quantity of corned beef, now something coiled and watchful layers in it. Excellent. We have another live specimen which we can use to make our aquarium if we want, to give us another 7 stat boost, which will be quite nice. Of course, it takes up more space on our ship, so every time I make these, I'm making my own life harder, but they're interesting, so I want to try and make them. Plus, we could, in theory, make the Song of the Sea eventually, which could be pretty interesting, too. Here in Port Carnelian, we can visit some of these various places, call it a room above a bookshop, talk to a tiger in the Blue Bazaar, call it Heart's Cross House. You could pan for sapphires in the fungal jungle, or I could just buy some, and I think we probably will. We could put a Blemmigan ashore here, too. We might do that. How much does it cost to buy sapphires? 86 each. Ooh. Ooh, it's expensive. Fuel's pretty good here, and supplies are very good here. Very good here indeed. Well, while we're here, we will probably want to call in at Heart's Cross House and see what the governor has to say. The governor's very, very busy. An attaché offers us a bowl of sugared puffballs and explains the work the governor does amongst the natives. Got to keep them happy, what? After all, they are tigers. Alright, nothing too much to be said there. So indeed. Take a look at the shops here. I think we'll probably wind up buying 4 caskets of sapphires, because that'll cost us just under 400 echoes, but it'll get us 1,000 echoes back. So it's a 600 echo profit, which isn't terrible. I don't feel confident trying to do the the panning for sapphires, so we'll just buy them and not worry too much about it. Now, You know what? I'm actually gonna have to be right back. 1 second. Sorry about that. Interruptions happen. So, we're back here in Port Carnelian still, and we've acquired our sapphires, which is good. I think we will put a Blemmigan ashore here. We have 3 more to put away, and let's see what happens if we give a Blemmigan here. Familiarity breeds confidence. It trips over its own tendrils in its eagerness to advance. It heads straight for the governor's house, or perhaps the jungle behind it. Not our problem, either way. There we go. We've got another propagation point. Hopefully we're not doing terrible things by spreading these things everywhere. They're kind of horrible, but such it goes. Besides, Port Carnelian is kind of horrible anyway. Time to get out of here. Oh, there's Blue Prophets again. No, thank you. We're going to drop by the Grand Geode. I don't think we're going to try and put a Blemmigan there. They probably wouldn't like that too much. And we're just going to keep moving. I gotta double check where we've actually put Blemmigans, though, because I don't want to try and put them one where we already have. Because I think, for example, we've already done Venderbite and the Iron Republic and the Carnelian coast here. There might have been somewhere else too, though, so I'm going to have to double check that. We'll get to the Grand Geode here and say hi, and then we'll go take a look at what else it might have been. Because I can't think of what it might be. We're going to have to investigate that. For now, though, we'll just take a nice little trip across to the Grand Geode. And Zelo's town. Look at those golden dreadnoughts they have there. Looking all so fancy. Well, well, well. We'll drop into Zelo's town here. We'll dock in, and we could speak to someone in authority, but that doesn't always end well for us. Compile a port report, thank you very much. I'd love to acquire an element of dawn, but 50 supplies is kind of expensive. I kind of don't want to do this. It never seems to end well for us. I think we'll pass on doing much of the Grand Geode for now. These are very mysterious people, and I don't think they have our best interests at heart. So we'll leave them to their machinations and head elsewhere. Words are hard, apparently. Castle Clare. Oh, I forgot to check my gazette. I'll check the gazetteer here, then, since I can stop easily on the way. Where have we propagated Blemigans? We did Nuncio. Right, that was the other one. Nuncio, Port Carnelian, Iron Republic, and Venderbite. So we'll try and do some other ones nearby, and we'll see what happens. In fact, if I have enough inventory space, we could go and drop one off at the Salt Lions, and then pick up some stone and come back with it. But I don't know if we'll be able to have the right amount of space for that to work out. We'll have to investigate. For now, we'll just sail up towards the Iron Republic. We can always purchase a little bit more fuel there to make the rest of the way back easy. We've already burned through 11 fuel on this little trip. It's because we've had our lamp up the whole time, I think. Running the glim lamps makes the whole journey much more expensive, fuel-wise. On the plus side, we're much less terrified than often we have been. Let's investigate the Iron Republic here. We could compile a port report for whatever the risk is. Let's do it. Please don't cost me a stat this time. Yay! Okay. To report the Republic's events is like trying to sing wax or believe water. We do what we can. The third paragraph buds eyes. The date is fundamentally wrong. The full stops bite. We do what we can. We got a tale of terror and a memory of distant shores. What a surprise. The Gesundheit conspiracy is open for business. I don't know what that is. We have a port report and we gain 2 pages. What's the Gesundheit conspiracy? What is that? The Market of Hungers, the Gesundheit conspiracy. Alright. I mean, okay. What's this? Our hunger is gone. Hell provides reads the sign of the Market of Hungers today. Okay. What just happened? The House of Harvests. Take, the merchants tell you. Eat. Only let us drink. Really good price for supplies. Really good price for fuel. Terrible price for a Sooth and Copper Longbox. Captivating treasure each. Casks of mushroom wine and firkins of prisoner's honey. Okay, well, that's, you'll be happy and healthy. Nothing else remains. That's eerie. I mean, might as well just max out on fuel since it's very cheap. Supplies are cheap too, but I don't think we need them as badly right now. Let's move on. This is a strange place in which we find ourselves, and I think it's about time we left. I think it's about time we left. Bonk. I like how you can bonk into the boys there. They don't move, but they don't hurt you either. You just kind of bounce off them. Alright, I think we're going to head over to Mo Island. Maybe? Do you want to... No, to Mo Island I think we tried to do already. Because they're already mushroom covered, and they already have their own populations of Blemmigans. I think we tried that already. And I don't think it did anything. So we're not going to drop another one off there. They've already got Blemmigans, they don't need more. For now, we'll just sail northward, and we'll find some other places to drop them off. Cumean Canal could work, but I don't think there's many places for them to go there. It's not like there's anything that really lives in the Cumean Canal, it's just a route. We'll stop in and say hi, but I don't think we're going to drop off a Blemmigan here. Seems to me as though it wouldn't do us any good. I'll pick up the 5 echoes that we'll get from visiting, though. Compile our port report. Hey, is there anywhere here for it to grow? Exactly. So I don't think we'll drop one off here, because I don't want to lose one for no good reason. We listen for surface gossip, and we get a move in the great game. A card game ends badly when one surface sailor knifes another for all the usual reasons. The other players scrabble for the coins that spill from her pockets, but we snatch up a scrap of paper they overlook. Curious markings, dates, times, code names, spies work. Time to leave. Hopefully, nobody will manage to steal our moves in the great game before we get to spend them this time. Apparently, I made a fairly silly mistake there last time. Oh well. Let's keep going. Led to Quaker's Haven. Maybe we'll give them a Blemmigan for all of their completely nonsensical behavior. Or was it the Shepherd Isles who were nonsense? I think it was the Shepherd Isles. We'll go give them one too. Why not? Everyone gets a Blemmigan. You get a Blemmigan, and you get a Blemmigan, and you get a Blemmigan. Gonna have to go back down to the other shroom to cash in on them, but that's fine. I wonder what I'm supposed to do with a violent ink pot I have now. I don't know if they do anything else. I guess we'll find out. Maybe somebody will take them in a trade for something. These people are already kind of strange here at Quaker's Haven, and I think it's about time we give them a Blemmigan. Quaker's Haven. Oh good, you disturbing folks, you. Have a Blemmigan. Fertile, quiet, and occasionally boggy, Mutton Island is perfect Blemmigan country. Done. Have a Blemmigan. A fisherman watches the violent shape scurry off down the beach. "'Tain't right," she says severely. "'Tain't natural. Worse than dandelions." Well, we propagated some more Blemmigans. Time to leave. I would imagine they would be worse than dandelions, though, yes. That sounds like a very true statement. A very true statement indeed. Let's scoot around this way, fill this area with light, and then we'll drop off another Blemmigan in the Shepherd's Isles. That'll show them. That's what you get for not being more clear with your statements. Alright, there we go. Filled in that black spot on the map. Let's sail northward then, and do some more good. Hopefully we'll be able to rescue our brisk campaigner and such before too long. But we have a lot of ways to go to get all the things that people need. More Z-stories, more various bits and bobs. Makes things a little bit tricky. If we can get hunting trophies, we can get Z-stories really easily in exchange from Godfall. we can pick up some more Scintillac in Port Cecil and come back and continue the story of the Genial Magician. We can, whatever his name is, Genial I think is his modifier. Is that what he's called? Yeah, the Genial Magician. Be able to finish that story there, but we still need to come back down to the south there afterwards to get our reward for passing in all these Blemmigans. Have a Blemmigan here. These, the bearded watchman exclaims. We used to have these, long ago. They raised the standing stones, you know, with poetry. Alright, we gained a Z story, which is a nice reward, and we've lost a docile Blemmigan. Alright, sure. I'm not sure what good we're doing by spreading these Blemmigans around the world, but a lot of people seem fairly happy to see them, which surprises me. They seemed like they were just actual pests before, but it seems not. Maybe we'll drop one off in Abbey Rock on the way past, too, and we'll swoop in this way. I have a feeling Station 3 wouldn't like them too much, but they might be able to get along there. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Jellyfish? Jellyfleur. Hello there, Jellyfleur. There's two of you here. What do you know? Let's maybe reverse a little bit and then murder you. One more shot should do it. And you're dead. Good try. Next target, bring it on. Why can't I target you anymore? Oh, you went underwater. I want to get that bloody mess there so we can do something with it, but might be difficult if they don't want to cooperate with us here. Alright, we got it. Let's get up and investigate these two dead Jellyfleur. What do we have here? We'll scoop it up. We have a strange catch. Okay, and the next one. We'll scoop it up, and we get a supply. That'll do. That will do indeed. Let's scoot up around Abbey Rock, and then we can say hello there, and then maybe we'll head back to London and re-equip for another journey again. The Sisterhood. Abbey Rock, yes. This is kind of a fortress. I'm not sure if our Blemmigan will do too well here, but you know what? I'd like to see it try. And if we have to go back to get another Blemmigan now, that's not the end of the world, since we have to go back anyway. So we'll dock there, and we'll see what we can do. Compile a port report. There we go. We could offer a gift to reduce terror. I don't think we really want to do that right now. That would let us get in. I don't want to give our scarred sister here. She seemed like she was interested in going above. We could ask the sisters to arrange the adventuress's death. I don't know if I want to do that yet, but it's interesting to know we can do that here too. Let's put a Blemmigan ashore. There's a mushroom driven more by duty than desire. It disembarks on trembling tendrils. Our propagation is now at 7. We've lost a docile Blemmigan. Alright. That'll do. We probably should do some more, but since our funds are a little bit low right now, I'm kind of glad we stopped at 4. Alright, let's move. We'll try and make our way back to the city of Fallen London safely. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. And we'll see about cashing in some of the little changes we've made here. We will have to head back to Fallen London, or rather to the Uttershroom soon, and see if we can't get any kind of reward for dropping off all these Blemmigans. I assume they give you something. They're the ones who want us to spread the Blemmigans around, after all. It would be strange if they don't give us anything in return, when most of the places we drop Blemmigans off don't give you anything. I guess we'll find out, though. For now, we'll head back to Fallen London. And we'll just scoot our way right back in there. I think we will head down to this boat, though, so we can acquire another Z story, because those are pretty high priority right now. Pretty high priority indeed, given that we have no easy way of getting them beyond the very slow process here and the exchange of trophies. So we'll speak to the crew and get our Z story again, and we'll keep moving. As much as it would be nice to not have to worry about getting those double muter salts there, I have a feeling if we want to be able to save our campaigner, we're going to need them, so we'll work on it. We do have something awaiting us. Hopefully nothing happens to our campaigner with a little bit of extra time passing. But we'll find out. We can't stop everything from happening. We can only do what we can. So we'll dock. We'll collect messages from the Harbor Master. We don't have any extra fear to relax. We have another day of free evening, which is nice. Something's changed underneath and someone wants to sign on. Okay, well, let's do a couple quick things here in the city before we end the episode, because we are getting a little bit into this one now. So, in our lodgings, we'll take some time with our family and relax. Just enjoy their company, of course. That gets us a restful night and 20 less terror. In our lodgings as well, we can read the morning papers to regenerate our news, and we also get a supply from it. Very nice. Thank you, Miss Plenty. We can visit our study, and now that we have a live catch, we can turn it into a serene aquarium, which is going to take up more space in our inventory, but I would be happy to make it, because that'll give us 7 more mirrors, which is kind of fun. There we go. Ding. Watch this ichthid enigma traverse the tank. Its motions are subtle and elegant. They induce tranquility. Perhaps, too, they reveal divinatory truths. We've lost a live specimen, we've gained 7 mirrors, we've lost 7 secrets and lost 1 supply. We now have a serene aquarium. What else do we need to make the Song of the Z? Whispered trophy case, an anatomical cabinet, yes. A dread surmise. A port report of Irem, a port report of King Eater's castle, of Khan's heart. These are all port reports. 40 secrets, that's the big one. 77 tales of terror, that's the other big one. 77 Z stories and 77 memories of distant shores. Okay, maybe you do need a lot of them. Turns out I was wrong. That's a lot of them. I know how to get this. I know how to get all these port reports. It's a lot of secrets and tales, though. Maybe we won't be able to make those. Well, then. It's too bad that we can't put these cabinets and things somewhere, though. I don't want to have to get rid of them. I just want to store them. But there's no way to store them except on my ship. Oh, well. In London, we will, of course, see who our new recruit is. They're probably just a random person. We'll happily engage a Zailer for cheap, though. We kind of need some. Lost a couple spaces there. We'll drop by the Dark Spectacled Admiral to submit our port reports quickly, because we can do that nice and easy. And that'll get us some more money we can use to support our other ventures, of course. Nothing extravagant, but it'll still help. Utter Shroom. Iron Republic. Indeed. Port Carnelian, and the Grand Geode. And that's all there. The Venturer's Desire will give him the emerald, the sapphires rather, and see what he has to say now. There we go, we've gained 1,000 echoes for that, losing our 7 caskets of sapphires. It's the same message as before. Something warming. They sell it at Mount Palmerston, somewhere in the north of the Undersea. 1,000 echoes for 7 sealed skins of Zoop. Or something spicy. They harvested in Wither, to the north along the coast. 700 echoes. 700 echoes for muter salts? There must be a better way to get muter salt. There's gotta be. Because that is an insanely low price for 7 muter salt. That is madness. Alright. Alright, fair enough. Alarming Scholar. Do you care at all about the information? No, just the Dark Spectacled Admiral. So we'll give him the move in the Great Game. There we go. We gained a favor. He has repeated all twice. He doesn't take notes. It's a little beyond me, he tells us, but I have a friend in the palace who'll be interested. Very interested. Thank you. Your fee. 1 favor, 30 echoes, and a move in the Great Game has been spent. But, yeah, okay. Interesting. This last Venturer's Desire is very expensive. Or rather, last, I mean most recent. I have no idea if he ever ends. Well... We can't attempt this yet, which I think we will try. We have just enough secrets to do it, though. After all of my exchanges. Okay, interesting. Well, we'll be back again another time soon to continue this adventure here, I think. We've done a lot of interesting stuff so far. We have to go back and see what happens now that we've propagated all these Blemmigans. So if we were to plan for the future here, things that we need to do. We need to go down to the Utter Shroom. We need to go over to Port Cecil and get Scintillac. And we need to go over to Irem to get the story. We need to go over to where else? Is that it right now? Is that all we know that we have to go? We have to go to Frostfound still? No, I don't think so. Maybe we do. I don't think so, though. We definitely still have to go to Irem again with coffee. We still have to go to Salt Lions to trade more stone and see if that does anything. We still have to go to the other shroom. Alright then. Alright then. For now, this is it. So, thank you very much for watching, everyone. I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, bye-bye.